Up next, meet our very own Dr. J in the Zen Room.
I'm joined once again by Dr. Karen Jacobson. She is a living wellness coach right here in Arizona and also the official wellness advisor for HUTV TV show. So excited to be here in the Zen Room again.
I'm so excited to see you here again. Thank you for showing up.
You are welcome. And I'm getting pretty comfortable in this chair because this is where I've had my own NLP coaching, and I've also undergone some hypnotherapy, which by the way has been quite helpful.
That's how we locate missing things.
Yes, we do. Just the other day, she actually helped me find my missing retainers. Of all things, I went right back to where I thought I had them, hadn't seen them for several days. After the coaching session, they were right back in the same spot that I had continued to miss and miss and miss. So I might need some more coaching to figure out why it was that I continued to miss them. Hey, I'm a happy camper though. Now, not only have you worked with me, you've been able to create some really extraordinary transformations right here in the Zen Room. And I would love for you to just touch on just an inside look as to some of the wonderful things you've been able to do for the Valley.
So in the last few months since we've last met, I've had the opportunity to coach the Arizona United States Queens, and that was really a privilege and such an amazing experience, seeing all these young ladies that are really striving, and they are a signature to our state, and they represented Arizona so well. And the other thing was that their moms some of them were here. And so really being able to work both with young girls as young as 10 years old, all the way to their moms. And it was such a lovely experience. I know you were at that experience as well. I've also coached the Get Image Ready team, and really have been able to take them on a little bit of a vision quest. On the other hand, I've coached individuals like yourself, like even patients, people that have been patients in the office and have also added on coaching and have done not only miraculous work on themselves as far as health, but also personal growth and breaking through some of their own barriers and making emotional changes that have created and transformed their own lives. And I believe we're going to hear from some of them later.
Yes, we will. And taking that full circle, you have been a part of the HUTV TV show since its inception, since the very first season. And in fact, a lot of the Power Team members have been hand-selected by you. What has your experience been like coaching this team, and then more specifically coaching and working with Terry and Samantha?
Well, today, as an example, we had the opportunity to host a marketing session. And marketing is really beyond just the technical things, but it's about creating an energy and an atmosphere. And we saw some of the work that the other coach that we brought along, Candy Lee, and myself have done when we had the initial episode. But for the last few months, we both have been working individually with Terry and Samantha, as well with some of the members of the team. And we're going to have an opportunity during the midway to have a great experience with the team, as well as eventually with the finale. So we're working on a number of levels. With Terry and Samantha, they both have had some significant personal breakthroughs. And I'm really very excited to see the changes that they achieve, because the component that we did not have in the past with transformations is the component of coaching. That for me, that was like a dream come true, because it really brought the healing for them and the transformation, body, mind, and spirit. So now, as they're changing from within emotionally, and they're changing their thought process and getting rid of any negative emotions, limiting decisions, they're now transforming as human beings. And then that outside is just the fluff.
What I saw when you worked with the Arizona United States pageant queens is you were helping to bring more to the team. We had a circle of queens from our youngest to our Mrs. category, and even some of the moms. And what was really extraordinary is I got to witness you help to elevate each queen as an individual, and yet also bond them together as a circle, as a unit. In fact, I have a testimonial that I wanted to read and share with our viewers. This one is from our current reigning Miss Arizona, United States, 2012. When I first went to see Dr. Jacobson the week before I competed in the Miss United States pageant, I was becoming more and more nervous about the pageant and was starting to feel overwhelmed with all the pressure. However, Dr. Jacobson taught me how to channel that nervousness into positive energy, focusing on the future, my phenomenal support system, and the love of my pageant sisters. Dr. Jacobson made me feel more at ease and always kept my thinking positive during the entire experience. Even till this day, I find myself employing the techniques that she taught me, whether it's at school or at my job or at appearances. And I tell you, I got to be there for the nationals, and I got to watch her and all the queens walk out on stage. And when they walked out as more than just themselves. They walked out as an entire unit. It was phenomenal. There are some other very extraordinary women that would like to share their experience with you now.
When I met with Dr. J, me and my sister queens basically had a session with her before we went to nationals. Our entire experience about that was really to come in and talk about some of the challenges or the struggles or worries that we had going into nationals. And overall, I had a really great experience with that because I know for me personally, when I went to nationals, I was able to use what I learned, but then also be more confident in myself. What I took from Dr. J's session and what she gave me is more confidence in, being connected with my sister queens, but at the same time, really learning about my goals and what I really wanted to achieve. So I think it helped us all, and when we came into nationals, we were prepared and had a really good, positive perspective.
For about 5 years now, I moved back here to Phoenix. And along the way, I met some folks that were involved with a water company. And they're the ones that mentioned Dr. Karen to me because I was asking about a female chiropractor. She is my chiropractor, and now she is my coach also. And my experience with her has been wonderful, beyond measure. And just a lot of life changes have been going on. I did come just for one thing, and I'm getting the world. The little issues that we first dealt with was, the anger and well, they're not little issues. That was a big one. And I had a lot of anger, and it was building through the years, and it was getting pretty nasty for me. So I don't know, I could say when that was actually dealt with, the words aren't even there because the way you react, it's different, it's so freeing. And just that alone, you're just grateful forever, and to know that there's even more down the road. And, and then we also dealt with the love and being able to love yourself, because that was, a real big thing for me too. And that's just, yeah, standing here today is probably because that was dealt with. So it's just, I don't know, I'm just excited. It's a roller coaster ride. I don't want to get off.
Very powerful. Again,
That was phenomenal.
to be able to spend a little bit of time specifically with Maddie there at the Nationals, and then to get to spend some time just now with Mary and see how deeply moved she is by having worked with you. It's so touching to be able to be a part of that.
Mary started on the other side. She started as a chiropractic patient.
Exactly.
And then she had gotten to a certain point where she had asked a lot of questions, and she's on her own journey. And she said to me, she goes, okay, I'd like to go to the back room. I'd like to go to the Zen room and become a coaching client. And one of the interesting things to see was how those two aspects work hand in hand. Mm-hmm. That as I was adjusting her, she was ready to open up and release more. And then as I started coaching her, she released more because she was ready to let go of the emotional stuff as she spoke about the anger and the other negative emotions that she's had. And literally on a physical level, after one of the sessions, we came back and I adjusted her, and she had looked at me like, I don't know what you did, but she, from that point on, had more freedom in her body than she's ever had before.
As she said on camera, and truly coming from the heart. On your website, you actually have put together a test, which is very interesting to take, that helps your clients determine whether or not they are ready to pursue coaching? Tell us about that.
So the truth is that even though every one of us should have coaches, whether it's athletic coaches, whether it's nutritional coaches, whether it's personal growth coaches, but not everybody is ready to receive the help and get coaching. So what I've done is I've created a short questionnaire that has just 9 questions on my website that you can self-test. It's what steps are you willing to take in your life to determine whether you're ready to be coached right now or not. So what you do is you just sit there and answer those questions, and there's a scale that determines the outcome. And if you have a certain specific outcome, then you have a gift at the end.
And tell us about that gift.
Well, that gift is extended to, first of all, to all the Healthy You TV viewers, as well as anyone who ends up on the website or is referred by them, to receive a 20-minute complimentary introductory consultation with me to determine whether or not we're actually a good match for coaching. Because it's not enough for someone to be, I'm ready for coaching, but it's about determining whether you're the right client for me and I'm the right coach for you.
How do our viewers contact you?
Well, there's a simple way, and one of the ways is picking up the phone and calling. That number is 480-657-3600. Or they can also get information and contact me through the website, which is drkarenjacobson.com.
Thank you so much. I love you. We're so blessed to have you on the show. And if you would like to learn more about how you can reach Dr. Karen, and if you'd like to read up on some more fabulous testimonials, also visit us at healthyutvshow.com.